Blog Talk Radio.
In my city, overlooking. Instagram ain't got enough top, so these promos don't wanna book me. I just seen your top 25 and seen my name, so I kept looking. I thought it was my city, what the fuck, these niggas tripping, trying to shit me. I think that, but I'm too busy playing hooky. Been in the game, calling play, young nigga ain't no rookie. Hit this say he on the way, this ain't no kitchen, but bitch, we cooking with it. So with some of you niggas, a lot of you niggas really pussy. What the fuck you want, bitch, we on that marijuana. Smoke it like a marathon, roll it back to back. Them bitches, they tag along. Told you though, it's way too fast, start pushing them hoes to the back, to the back. I really living out here in the field where the past is at. Niggas out here throwing shade on me and I'm catching it. I was in the 8th grade when I counted up a stack. I'm really dropping weight so I can show you how to lose the fat. Shout out to them losses, that's what show me how to move the pack. Praying they don't cost me when I'm out here trying to do this rap. I go by my really, I'm so silly when I'm on the track. I told them send the things across the city and bring the money back. Shout out my little brody, if you try him, I'ma get you wet. Niggas say he know me, you don't know me, homie, why you cap? I've been so opposed to getting toasted, let the money stack it. In my city, overlooking. Instagram ain't got enough top, so these promos don't wanna book me. I just seen your top 25 and seen my name, so I kept looking. I thought it was my city, what the fuck, these niggas tripping, trying to shit me. I think that, but I'm too busy playing hooky. Been in the game, calling play, young nigga ain't no rookie. Hit this say he on the way, this ain't no kitchen, but bitch, we cooking with it. So with some of you niggas, a lot of you niggas really pussy. On the edge, and I'm throwing niggas off, come try to push me. What the fuck you want, bitch, we on that marijuana. Smoke it like a marathon, roll it back to back. Them bitches, they tag along. Told you though, it's way too fast, start pushing them hoes to the back, to the back. I really been out here in the field where the past is at. Niggas out here throwing shade on me and I'm catching it. I was in the 8th grade when I counted up a stack. I'm really dropping weight so I can show you how to lose the fat. Shout out to them losses, that's what show me how to move the pack. Praying they don't cost me when I'm out here trying to do this rap. I go by my really, I'm so silly when I'm on the track. I told them send the things across the city and bring the money back. Shout out my little brody, if you try him, I'ma get you wet. Niggas say he know me, you don't know me, homie, why you cap? I've been so opposed to getting toasted, let the money stack it.
Wake up in the morning, make 100 sale and I start stretching on. 100 don't mean shit, it's a piece of real money. I'm trying to get the profit just to say I got some money. Feel me? This shit ain't even funny. And I ain't trying to trap today. Trap hit me on my waist. You see the look on my face, but damn right, I got to get this money. When you on your dick, dog, these niggas acting funny. I'm just trying to keep the G, dog. I'm all about the grind. In less than a week, I flipped the Vic 6 times. Working home, homie. I'm just trying to shine. I ain't trying to be the shit, dog. The dollar on my mind. The barber check too, man. This shit don't stop. I got to sell mouth feed, and they all call me Pop. Lil' bro in my ear, I got to say it clear. I lay a bitch mammy down, and that's real. I been by this money way back then when I started dealing the junkies. I'm just keeping G, man, I'm all about my fingers. Lil' bro told me, man,
this is the way I fuck these niggas and these bitches and they feelings. I'm minding mine, I'm doing me, ain't worried about you, I'm chillin'. I was shooting in the gym, ain't none of you niggas in here with me. I was saving every nickel, every dime, every penny. Now I'm popping bottles, smoking good, bitch, and I got plenty. BGB, here, one king mighty, this bella, this ain't no Henny. Shot my nigga King, when we your team, we make a city. It's all really, boy, I put on for my state and my city. Shot the OG that before me, I got real niggas in here with me. Smoking on the whole tree, smoking the bag, gon' have to come get me. Had to cut the line on some of you niggas was acting fishy, nigga. This is the way I feel. Boy, I'm better than a lot of these dudes that's trying. I listen and a lot of shit they rapping about they lie. Them cars in the video, them bitches that's behind them. This bitty got on fake, look at his watch, this ain't no diamonds on my way up to the top. If I forgot you, don't remind me. I'm just trying to lead the way for everybody that's behind me. It's so hard when you impatient, but I know it's all on timing. I ain't reached my peak, that's why I keep on climbing. You can find me off in Tampa Bay, where the Bucks play. Watch me regulate, hit a bellows right on 34th just to get a plate. Shout out to Tiana, that's my mama, that's who made a way. I hop out at the liquor store on Lake, I'm dodging Jake, I'm like,
Yes, yes. You are tuned in to another episode of Endie Fiya right here with Nakia. Yes, I was trying to figure out why I was getting some playback on some music, but I see what's going on. Let me very quickly take the opportunity right now, the time, to let you know why I played that song, why you probably heard it stop and start again. As you all know, if you follow me on social media, back in December, I lost my assistant, Donovan. And at that time, also, my co-host, Rich, departed from the show. So it was necessary for me to gain, another co-host and an interim assistant. All right? So I still have my interim assistant, who right now is kind of on medical leave in the hospital with a difficult pregnancy. And my co-host who replaced Rich was Andre Hope, better known as King, from Kingdom Entertainment out of Tampa, Florida. On Saturday night, I'm going to say early Sunday morning around 4 a.m., King was killed after exiting a club in Tampa, surrounded by some of his artists. Not sure who the bullet was actually meant for, but he caught it and passed away on the way to the hospital. Vaughn Really, who you just heard, The Way I Feel, was one of King's very first artists. And, he mentioned King in that song. And, as many times as I've heard that song, I've never heard him mention King in that song. It's funny what you hear, in different times or in, different things that you're going through. It's funny what you can hone into when you listen into music, especially when you hear this music, religiously. And this is a track that I listen to at least twice a day. But I'd never heard him mention King until just then. So, again, Vaughn Really is one of his artists out of Tampa, Florida. And Vaughn and, some other artists just happened to be with him when it occurred. So I want to take this opportunity now to send my heartfelt condolences to the family. King left behind 4 children, 4 very small children. So to those mothers, to his children, to his mother, to his family, to all of his friends, and his supporters, on behalf of Endie Fiya, I offer my condolences to you all. I pray that God grants you the strength that you need to make it through the upcoming days, as well as weeks, as well as months. This is being treated as a murder. There are no suspects at the present time. But this is something that I will definitely be keeping you updated on every show. As I find out information, I will be passing it on to you because King, as you know, was family. All right? So again, rest in peace, Andre Hope, a.k.a. King, and my condolences to your family and your friends. We talked about this, I want to say January, the end of January, beginning of February, the Jussie Smollett case, right? And you all know how I felt about it from day one, okay? And I watched people send me all these crazy memes and talk all this crazy shit and, promote all this negativity only for him to be found. I want to say, no, he wasn't found guilty. I'm sorry. Only for him to be charged. There we go. For him to be charged. And then for him to be indicted on 16 counts of, all types of felonious, things that he had supposedly done, by lying to the police, saying that he had been assaulted, right? Well, guess what, guys? Earlier today, 11:25 a.m. to be exact, all of the news, because, I get all the news, my phone started blowing up, like CNN, like a Washington Post, like Fox, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, speaking of Fox, we're still waiting on your comment. But all charges have been dropped. His record is now cleaned. Of course, we need to find out what happened, and just in reading the different, publications in the beginning, it was still a developing story. The last I read, the judge found some inconsistencies and So I'm sure by Thursday I'll be able to provide further information as to why those charges were dropped. All right. So with all that being said, we still Team Jesse over here, and it just proves that when you're faithful to God, there's a lot of people praying for him, and a lot of people begin to doubt him. But I just believe that when you're faithful, and everything that he talked about and other platforms that he was on, and his faith, things just had to turn around. So I'm so glad that they turn around in his favor, most definitely. I want to give a big, quick shout-out before I forget, and then we're going to jump right into this interview because my guest is waiting. I want to give a shout-out to some very special children or kids. Let me say young adults. There we go. Young adults. A couple of weeks ago, there were prom nominations at my daughter's school, and both her and her boyfriend were nominated for prom king and prom queen. Well, on today, out of maybe 20 students, they brought it down to the final 6. So that's 3 kings and 3 queens. My daughter is up for prom queen, and her boyfriend is up for prom king. So congratulations to the both of you. Also, we finally found a prom dress. Guys, you know how hard I was stressing last year to find this prom dress, last minute, everything, because she's so full of drama, you know what I mean? So we finally found one today, just out of the blue, like after going to them probably 15 different stores. We just found one right here in our city today. It was the last store. Like, we couldn't go no place else. We found one. And she didn't break the bank this year. Well, as bad as she did last year. So congratulations again. I'm looking forward to prom. We will not do a prom episode this year, I promise you, because they're going, party busing it this year, so Mom doesn't have to be involved. But, yeah, I'll keep you updated on how prom goes as well. Let's talk about my guest for this evening. I can't even tell you where I met him. I don't remember. It was on social media. I want to say it was LinkedIn. Sounds about right. Yeah. So we just started topping it out, realized we had a lot in common, a lot more than we actually realized, because we have this music thing in common. All right, and I don't remember how the interview came about, but again, he's here. I'm happy to have him here with me. I'm talking about Jerrod Belcher. You all may know him as DJ BME, Mr5torm, and that's with a 5, not an S. Either way, he is the CEO of the indie label Business Minded Entertainment LLC. He's been at it since 1998 and started his indie label in 2011. He is still pushing as you read this. Yes, he is everywhere. He'll tell you he's everywhere. He's on the grind. He was checking me today for some information. So he's making sure my place was, where it needed to be. So he's definitely on the grind. From rapping to freestyling to distribution services to DJing as, again, DJ BME, to helping other artists of different genres to help them gain a new audience. As Mr5torm's EPK displays, it's been a long struggle. Hasn't it been a long struggle for all of us? Whew. He got more time invested than me, though. I'll say that. But when you work hard for it and you don't give up, it's well worth it. It's well worth it. It's well worth it. It's well worth the wait. It's well worth it in the end. No matter what it is, as long as you're doing it for a cause. Listening Fiya. Guys, I'm so hyped tonight. Endie Fiya, listening audience. There we go. Fans, followers, subscribers, all that good stuff. My guest for this evening is Jerrod Belcher. How you doing?
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good. I know you're probably like, damn, is she ever going to get over here to me?
Yeah, I was being patient, what I'm saying? It's my first getting a feel of how the show goes.
Yeah. Normally, that's the co-host job. They let you know in advance, or, Monica, she lets you know in advance. This is how the format kind of runs down. But, everything was just put on me since Friday at the last minute. You got to do this. I'm following up to make sure that this has been done, for this show, or this has been done for that show. And, so, yeah, it's been very stressful the last couple of days for me. But I don't want to talk about me. I'm talking about you. That's why we have you on the show tonight. And I know that your bio list so many attributes that you provide to the industry, from rapping and freestyling, your distribution services, and of course as a DJ. But where did your start begin? Where did all of this begin?
It all started just back in the day, just going, always into music, always wanted to be a part of music some kind of way, and that's by listening to my favorite artists and things like that. That made me, want to get into it more. So I don't know how I was thinking about indie, the indie stage when Tupac was alive, but didn't know about, the name, that they end up calling it independent music or indie artist or anything. But I was already like getting into it and then figure out, it was going that way until, I started a label, started learning more about it on my own, like DIY, and going from there. And that's what made me like get into it more. And wanted to get my music out there myself, being it was so hard for artists to get into with major labels, getting a major label A&R to take a listen, stuff like that. That's what made me get more into start my own label and wanted to help indie artists like from my city and surrounding cities and states that might be in the same position I'm in or got the same thought I got, like, I want to get my music heard, or I got music tied up in a vote and I got plenty of music, but I ain't got the right people to listen to it or get it to get going, start my music career. So I just started a label, and then from there it led to me wanting to network with people. So networking and the independent scene and distribution, publishing, promotion, all of that came in my mind, like trying to find platforms and networking with different affiliates and partners that might be on the indie level and that can help major artists and indie artists. So basically what I've done is just started networking and partner up with every company directly, straight to the source, and, just connected them with my business and then creating platforms and services for artists at a lower budget, and went from there.
So let's back up before you even got to the business side of it and the label side of it. Let's talk about you as an artist. A lot of our artists come from a music background. A lot of the females might have started in church, or, my grandfather was, in a group and I followed in his footsteps. Like, do you have a musical background?
Well, basically, my musical background basically came from my father. He passed, but it basically came from him always playing and, getting stories, growing up and still getting some now that he used to play, open up for major people. One of the ones that kept drilling to me is Earth, Wind & Fire. So that's why I kind of put it together, because I was like, that he always used to play them. Like, that's one group that I always remember. And if I hear Earth, Wind & Fire song right now, I know it's them, you know what I'm saying? Even if I never heard no other old school song and you just put them on, I know that's them, because, you know what I'm saying, without you telling me you putting it in and that, because that's all he used to play. And he used to play along with it, with his keyboard, and he used to sing, but he used to add his, because he used to sing, he could sing. So evidently I didn't get the singing part from him, but I did get, I did turn into rapping and freestyling and other, the love for music. So I got all that from him. But that just boosted me right there, like, that music, the love for music, it came from, always waking up and him playing, or he get in his mode. You know, he might get in, drunk some beer or something, and then next thing you know, he end up playing, or he'll take a song. He could be playing, but he'll add the keyboard, him playing the keyboard live, but he'll add his little tunes to it. Like if he was there with him, so I'm like, okay. I used to just sit there and watch and hook up all that equipment and just hook it up to a stereo system. So that right there just put a extra boost on my back and maybe just love music, you know, like I do now.
I completely. My father loved his music as well, and there wasn't a day that I can remember where I didn't wake up to music or go to bed to music. My father was military, so we were, we started out in Germany and ended up in the States, and we bounced around the States, but he had so many different, passions and things that he loved. But I would say music was, next to his family, music was his, number one passion. Now, he loved Earth, Wind, and Fire as well. But Frankie Beverly and Maze and the Isley Brothers, the Isley Brothers, those were, his top three choices, I would have to say. And so, the Isley Brothers kind of grew on me. I would say they have to be my all-time favorite group. I don't care what comes out. You can't compare to the music of then as to what they're putting out now. I feel like back then is when music really said something. It spoke to you in many different ways. It always lifted your spirits. Always, no matter what you were going through, there was a song for every occasion. And so I could definitely relate to what you said about your dad. Now, as a rapper, who would you say influenced your style? I know your dad influenced you a lot with the music, but who influenced your style as a rapper or as a freestyler?
As a freestyler, I would say basically rap and freestyling. Basically, it came from listening to a lot of pop, mainly, and Biggie and Max B, Jay-Z, Nas, in that era. Lil Wayne from more with the freestyling, because he don't really, so that's why I kind of base my raps with, because I write, but mainly I go in by freestyling. I don't really write too much, so most of the tracks that I do lately, I just been freestyling and turning it into a song. So that came from like listening to Wayne, because I know that he don't do it either. He just go in, but he might do takes. He might do different takes. He might do a couple of bars a day and then come back tomorrow with a whole different aspect, but it still go with what he wrote them past couple of days ago. But he recorded as he go, and then next thing you know, he got a whole song.
Right. Now, are you familiar with the artist that just passed away, Tech Nine?
Yeah, I heard some of his music before, but I didn't know he passed. So.
Oh yeah. What's today? Tuesday. So Sunday. I want to say it was Sunday. Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. Now I'm not talking about Tech Nine. They don't know yet. It's unknown. Now I'm not talking about Tech Nine as in strange music. Tech Nine. I'm talking about the Philly rap artist who was.
Oh, I'm okay. I might got them mixed up.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I might need to check.
Even Tech Nine, like I don't want to say the real Tech Nine, but I'm saying the Tech Nine that most people know about. He was coming in from Canada, and like he onboarded a plane and his phone started blowing up because his family was like, "Are you all right?" we heard you pass away. Are we really talking to you? And he's like, what? And he spells his name in the number 9 N-E. All right, so this artist was just Tech 9, the number 9. But he was known. I mean, he wasn't a small name. He worked with some really big names. But he recently started doing a lot of commentary and everything. But he was known for freestyling. And I just thought, since you rap and you freestyle, maybe you might have known who he was.
Okay, I might need to check him out.
Yeah.
I need to check some of his past stuff out that he done. I never I heard of Tech 9, but the one that everybody knows about.
Right.
He's not the one from Philly. I didn't know about the one from Philly, but I need to if there's any past videos, anything like that he got, if you could send it to me, I'll check it out.
Oh, definitely. And so rest in peace.
Put it in my digital magazine
as well. Yeah, I'm gonna get that to you. Probably tonight.
Okay.
I'll get that to you.
Okay.
So how did you? And I know you're still considered an artist, but how did you transition from the rap game to being a DJ, or have the two been intertwined the whole time?
Well, that kind of thing from again, with the label, me, wanting to start my own label, get my music out there, and then help indie artists that's in the same position I'm in, trying to get that music out there. They might don't know the business side of it, or might don't know, how to put it out for distribution and for it to get published. That's the stuff that I be checking into, trying to learn myself. That way I could help artists that, need the help, that might just want to get their music out there and ain't got time to, do all the other side of it, So I learned all that myself for that purpose. Then I just transitioned for the DJ part, same thing, to help artists get more promotion, get them heard. Somebody listening in, or might be scouting, or A&R might be looking for some new music. They might happen to tune into my show, or somebody might share my show to them, and they hear it, and then it could go from there. They might be reaching out to me, hey, who this artist that you played this song right here, or, and then that go artist, got something on the table for them if they, it's be up to them. So that's kind of where the DJ part came from. That's helping. That came from more wanting to help artists get heard and promote them more. Trying to find different platforms to promote artists and get them heard.
So I know that you have your shows that you do, and I was actually sent the show. Couldn't get it all uploaded in time. So we're going to have to revisit that at a later time. I want to be able to give you all, just a taste of what he actually does on his shows. But talk about your show. And I know that you said that, you have the platform. It sounds kind of like what I'm doing over here. I'm giving the independent communities an extra, avenue to be able to express themselves and get, their brand out to our listening audience, the people that may come back and listen to the show at a later date, just giving them additional promotion. But what exactly goes on, on your show? And how can an artist, if they're listening now, if they want to, get their music played on your show, talk about that.
Well, basically, my show though is basically a promotion show. Get artists heard, music mix show at the same time. What I try to do is I do episodes. Actually, right now I'm on episode 150. I just put that out 3 days ago. So basically, how that goes, I play indie MH up there. It could go from R&B to rap, pop, country, reggae. You know, I play it all. It depends on, you know, what's getting sent to me. I'm also part of, like, DJ Coalition, so music get sent to me that way from major and indie artists. So that's how I get most of my music, my new music coming in. And through the coalitions, as the artists send them in, or they labels, or you know, they and all send stuff to us from they, you know, they camp, and I play it like that. For you know, and for any artists, you know, that want to get like an interview on the show, or want to get their music played, they can, you know, always reach out to me at my email, DJ BME252@gmail.com, and you can talk business through that way if they got any inquiries of, you know, the services or prices or anything like that.
And where can the listener audience listen to your show?
They can listen to my show on various spots. They could check it out on Spreaker. That's SPREAKER.com/DJ BME. And that's my music mix show. And they got mixes. I'm on episode 150 up there. And I also do, like, artist singles. So if they artists want to get like a single, they just put out, and they want to get promotion on it, and you know, get it heard or whatever. They can put it up there like that too. I do it that way too. And they can also check it out on Anchor.fm /DJ BME. That's my Get Heard, DJ BME Get Heard show. And that's how I promote artists too, so artists can get heard that way too, and also get interviewed via phone up that way. As long as I got they number, I'll be able to do an interview with them.
Cool. My wheels are starting to like turn. So I feel like, I don't know, I might be a DJ. Shit. I play music, and we have new music Mondays over here on Endie Fiya, where we debut, you know, what it sounds like, all new music from artists. And yeah, when I think of DJs, I think of old school turntable mixing. Do you do any of that?
Well, I don't really have like the equipment, like all the DJ equipment. So I use like basically like the software part of it. I have Virtual DJ. That's the software I mainly use because I do mixtapes as well too. Mixtapes, and I do mix shows. So like as far as like club DJing and stuff like that, I don't do that. But I do like I did mixtapes and the mix shows, and that's how I do it. So that's why I say sometimes it ain't always being a club DJ to consider you a DJ to me, because you know some of them they do, they end up transitioning to radio DJing or mixtapes, you know.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why I started. I was like, wait a minute. I mean, I do mixtapes, so I'm going to just come up with my own DJ name that represent me and go from there. And that's what I done. I took my label name and my label abbreviation, BME, and just put the DJ in front of it. It still represent my label. It still represent what I'm trying to do for myself as an indie artist and other indie artists like-minded, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I did a twist with it.
right, so in reading your bio again, it states that you started your indie label in 2011, Business Minded Entertainment LLC. Now, I know a lot of people or a lot of artists in the industry feel that the basis of their whole career is going in the studio and putting out the music. They never take the time to learn the fundamentals of the industry at all. And you mentioned in the beginning that you did. You had to learn to do certain things, on your own. We've had a lot of people to say, I wanted to make sure that the contract I signed was legit, that I wasn't going to get screwed in the end, or, I wanted to learn how to produce music myself. So I took the classes, or, one individual said, they wanted to learn how to shoot their own videos. You know what I mean? So they learn all the different and many aspects of the industry. As far as your label is concerned, just talk about, the experience that you went through, because I know there's a lot of people that are interested in creating their own either entertainment management company or their own independent label. So if someone is listening right now and, that's going through their head, what piece of advice or pieces of advice could you offer them to say, hey, I started here and this is what I did, or, what path could you put that individual on?
As far as he's saying, like, far as them starting their own label, or far as them starting their own label, what advice I would give them?
Their own entertainment management company, their own label, their own LLC. Just what path did you take?
Okay, I did a lot of research first. So I would say always research first. Always, whatever you're trying to get into, do research on and take notes, and then weigh your options. Whatever you feel the best move for the situation you're in at that moment, go by that as well, too, because you don't want to jump ahead of yourself and you're not on that level yet, or you haven't researched to get knowledge on that level yet. So always start where you're comfortable at and go from there and get, research and knowledge on it and take the next step. Because with me, I kind of did mine backwards. Most people would have went to school first and then, got a degree in business and, then probably started the label. But I did it the opposite way around. I started the label, then went and got my degree, my associate's degree in business. So it kind of made me learn more and still learning more, because the more you get into stuff, the more stuff coming out. So you can't get behind, but you can't. It's like you can't get ahead, but you can't get behind, because it's so much coming out, and it's so many people, developing and doing so much technology that, it's always room to grow. It's always room to, research and check out different platforms. But it's always room for, also to get behind, because if you ain't keeping up what's going on, you'll be lost, because there's mad ways to get, paid now. So as far as like starting your own LLC or INC, it's a different companies that you could check out, and I'm part of a couple of them. So again, if people want to start, a LLC, I'd be glad to, get them in the right direction with that as well. I'm definitely affiliated with two companies that help you start your own LLC. One of them helped me start mine. It's actually cheaper than what people think. It ain't like you got to spend $10,000 or $20,000 to get an LLC started, but do have to invest. But it's not too deep, too steep for you. If that's something you want to do, really do. Because you can invest like $1,200 to $1,300 and, get everything up and running as far as the paperwork side and, getting your formation, your LLC formatted, and you could take it from there after that. But every state is a different, you got to always check with your state and see what the state fees are too. Definitely love, help people. That's why I say too with Business Minded Entertainment, artists that are on the label, I don't tie them to the label. Like, once you sign to the label, you stuck on the label, man, like that. It's always room to grow. As long as I know what my artists are doing so they don't get jammed up with anything, I'm good. So they don't get cheated out of nothing or, because if I don't know, then I can't help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I try to keep them, with platforms and stuff that I'm doing or find out or get into. Always, let the team and my artists know. So they can either check it out or don't check it out, but it's up to them. But if they want their career to grow or see some movement, it never hurts to check it out. You got a passion for it and you got talent, you can't go wrong by taking the chance or trying. When you don't try, that's when you might then miss a blessing or then let something pass you by that you could have grasped. So.
How many artists do you have signed to your label?
At the moment, 7.
And is your label, is it multi-genre, or do you focus on hip-hop and rap, or?
Yeah, it's a multi-genre. I'm still looking for, like, pop artists, country, maybe reggae. It is an artist out of South Africa that I work with, Tiger Man. He raps, but he's from South Africa. So he got a couple tracks on my show too. So people can check him out there. He have a Facebook page. It's TIGAMAINE. He got music on Spotify. I got him on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, all the major stores. I got him on Amazon, all that. And he was introduced to me to one of my artists, and he also like the president of the label, Rage Badine. He kind of found him and turned me on to him, and then he just been on the label ever since.
I'm gonna have to check him out. Is there anything in particular that you look for in your artists? Because I know a lot of labels, they want to portray themselves as equal opportunity, labels, but in actuality, when I look at the roster, they're not. So is there anything that you look for in particular other than, just the all-around good sound? Does the artist need to bring the total package? Are you doing artist development, or, what things do you look for in particular before you sign an artist?
Basically, I just look to see the potential they have for it and the passion. If that's there, then I check out the music and see what it is they're trying to do with their music. If it's something that I feel like it'd be a good move for the label and something that could be pushed out to the masses. There's something that catch the masses' ear, even if they don't sign to the label. I still feel sometimes it's good music. It still need to get heard. Even if I don't do nothing with it, I can get it heard out there, and somebody else might make a move on it. It might be a good move for them as well. So I always, I just look in all in all, but, at the same time, I keep it equally, so, because you never know, one song, you go by one song, and that one song ain't what you're looking for, and you're like, nah, they ain't, they ain't one looking for next artist. They might have another track that might went harder than the first, so sometimes I just, weigh it out and, keep it equal, because you never know the artist. It could be, because sometimes it might be trash to them, but it might be good to you. And then sometimes it could be, trash to you, but somebody else might be like, oh yeah, I could do something with this, or I might tweak it up and get them in the studio, and Mike can make some hits. So, that's why I keep it equally like that. Even if they ain't on the label.
That's what's up. I do want to jump into this really quickly. I did get this uploaded. My Vibe. Talk about that really quick. And I want to back up for a minute, because when the episode was created and I actually read the bio, I was so confused, because I was like, wait a minute, I know him as, DJ BME. So who the hell is Mr5torm? So break that down for me and explain. I think I kind of know now. Just from listening to, your story and, the things that you said throughout the interview, I think I kind of know now. But clarify for the listening audience who Mr5torm, or is it Mr. Storm? Mr. Storm is, and who, DJ BME. Now, I know they're the same person, but how are they different?
Okay, well, Mr. Storm is basically that's the the rapper / freestyler. That's the one that don't try to not let the negative get to him too much, and if he do get mad, just vent by music. Versus taking action and, getting taken away from my kids, from my fiance, stuff like that. That's where the Mr. Storm come from. It's my venting mode, my way to get away from all the negativity without having to react in a negative way. So say if somebody was to say they don't like me, instead of me, going at them and, fighting or whatever, I think with my music, I say how I feel through music. So that's how I kind of get away, being away with Mr. Storm. So that's kind of where that came from. That's basically, that's how I express myself. Mr. Storm, DJ BME, that's the other side of it. That's the passion for music side. That's the side where, I love all music, no matter the genre, as long as it catch my ear and I can vibe to it, it's going to get played. It's going to get heard to the masses some kind of way. So that's the difference between those two. Same person, but two different, missions.
Makes complete sense. So, My Vibe, lead us into that.
My vibe basically is how I feel Basically, when I'm in my mode, like how I don't want to be taken out of that mode, and how sometimes people can, try to get you out of your mode and get you on another level. Like I was saying, what Mr5torm is about. Instead of, responding with action, I just vent through my music. So that's kind of like what my vibe about. It's just me expressing my feelings. I don't want to be taking out my vibe if I'm in a good mode. Don't kill my vibe. Don't stop my vibe. Even if some, people try to get in your way day to day, people gonna try to do stuff to down you. People gonna do stuff to, make you feel like what you stand for, what you trying to do it ain't gonna never happen. You still gotta push. Don't let them kill your vibe. Just stay focused. You know what I mean? Don't let them stall your vibe. Don't let them kill your vibe. Just keep that positive energy and flow from there. Even if, and then my vibe is like maybe like thoughts you might maybe have in your head sometimes, but you just don't react and let it happen. In physical ways, you just keep it mental and let it vibe out that way.
I like that. Well, if you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Endie Fiya, Two-Lit Tuesdays with our guest, CEO, rapper, and DJ, Jerrod Belcher, a.k.a. Mr5torm, a.k.a. DJ BME. And right now, I'm about to give you my vibe.
Yeah. Storm in the building. Yeah.
Dog, drop the beat.
I'm tryna get that paper so I can do better than I used to do. And I'm tryna stop the haters, tryna block all my fucking blessings, but they ain't really stopping blessings. They better get a vet 'cause I'm testing anybody that tests me. I'm tryna be that G. Money on my mind till I stack it high. I'm tryna get it till my shoulders no lie. They wanna hate on my life until I had to get some stripes. Niggas always play that price. Wanna test my fucking stripes, but I'm back in this bitch. Same wifey, you tricks. Ain't gonna get too close, but I gotta keep my toes. Haters wanna hate the most, but it just make my juice flow. Oh, adrenaline rushing. Who wanna bust at him? I'm gonna bless first. Slugs gonna rush it first. I'm tryna get this money, 'cause haters wanna stop my vibe, but I'm gonna keep on running to the motherfucking money. Don't try to stop my vibe. Don't try to stop my vibe. Stop my vibe. They tryna hate my life. Yeah. Storm in the building. Hey, it's BME for life. BME for life. Yeah. Test my scribes, you're gonna die. No lie.
Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Jerusalem from the Scarfella Music Group, and you on the air with the hottest station, Endie Fiya, with your host, Lil Timmy and Nakia, right here on the station bringing you all the hottest hip hop hits. Endie Fiya, let's get it.
You're just tuning in. You're live right here on Tuesdays on Endie Fiya with Nakia and special guest, CEO of Business Minded Entertainment LLC, rapper by the name of Mr5torm, and DJ who goes by the name of DJ BME, talking about Jerrod Belcher. And right there, he just gave you my vibe. Now, if you sit back and just listen, all right, so the beat is hot. If you just sit back and listen, it kind of just takes you to many different places where you are, okay, I'm going to say for me, takes me to many different places where I wish a person would, try to kill my vibe, because it just seems like you were in so many different places and your mind could just sit and wonder, like this is what I went through earlier today, but, I didn't let that mess up my vibe. And, yesterday I kind of went through something else, but I didn't let that mess up my vibe. So I'm really feeling that. And you said that was on Spotify, right?
Yeah, that's on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, all the major platforms.
That's what's up. So y'all go get that. That is Mr5torm. Remember, Storm is MR5. TORM, Mr5torm, and that was my vibe. Now, your artist name, that's what we're going to call it, your artist name, you mentioned in the beginning of the show, how your father had a passion for music, and he loved Earth, Wind, and Fire. And when you said that, I thought, all the components of Earth and Wind and Fire, you can create a storm. Is that where you got your name from?
Kind of, and I kind of took it from me calling myself Quiet Storm, because I was always quiet and like a quiet time bomb, so I was like Storm, Quiet Storm, so that's kind of like where my Mr5torm name came from too. And probably too that listening to all that Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I always liked that group, and my folks used to always play it. So I was like, hey, I like that. You know what I'm saying? That's one old school group that I could listen to like anytime. Like it's just something about that music. It's so mellow, and it makes you think. You know what I'm saying? That what they talking about makes you think. So.
Right.
That's the kind of music like that always caught my ear. So that's what I be trying to do. Like, music that catch your attention. So some kind of way it's gonna catch your attention, whether it's upscale or a mellow type song. Still catch your attention, make you feel it some kind of way.
Definitely, I feel you on that. Fortunately, we are down to the end of the interview. I want to go ahead and give you the opportunity. Now, I know you've given your email address out before, but now the floor is yours to be able to get all of your contact information out for those who are listening now, and for those who may come back and listen to the show at a later time. The show does play back on Spreaker, Stitcher, TuneIn, Player FM, iTunes, and Spotify. So for anyone who may be interested in being on your mix show, having an interview on your show, anybody who may be interested in, being to your label, anyone who may need, information on the LLC, any topics that we discussed tonight, anyone listening now or those who come back, go ahead and get your contact information out so that they'll be able to contact you. The floor is yours.
Okay, indeed. They can reach out to me by email at djbme252@gmail.com for like any inquiries about the label or getting on the show, getting interviews, might, need some advice on certain things far as, getting their music out there or, anything like that, certain platforms that can reach out to me. Anything, dealing with the music, they can reach out to me at DJ BME 252@gmail.com. Even if they have inquiries about joining a label, talk business, and network on that too.
There you have it. Make sure that you are listening on this coming Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do believe we're closing out the month of March. So that's like March the 28th. Yes, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here. We will have Christian fiction author by the name of Chanel May. Now, guys, I said Christian, so I got to guard my mouth, right? Pray for me. Make sure that goes down smoothly. I should be here with us 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. And then back here on Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for New Music Mondays. And Tuesday, April the 2nd, we'll be back here again, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Tuesdays with our guest, Rhonda Blanco. All right? Make sure you're following the show on all social media platforms, Endie Fiya, that's ENDIEFIYA. Make sure you're following me on all social media platforms, Girl in Motion, GRLNMOTION. If you can't make all the shows, I want to leave you with a quote this evening. Some people have lives, and some people have music. That's John Green. Thank you to our guest tonight, Jerrod Belcher. Once you're on the show, your family, you're welcome back at any time. So until Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you all have a good night, and you're welcome.